Hi Astericky. This is Max from the Gulp book, Developing a Gulp Edge, and I saw your review on Amazon, and first of all I want to thank you for that, for all the nice words. We really enjoyed reading it, me and the other authors, and I just wanted to see if I could help you out with a short screencast because you mentioned in the review that you couldn't get cache busting to work with JavaScript files. And I'm honestly not quite sure what you were missing because there's nothing special going on with JavaScript files. If you look at the example in the book, the method described there works pretty much with any file type, or should work at least. Anyways, I decided to do this little screencast, and so right here I prepared a little project. It's just an index.html that pulls in a main.js file. The main.js file logs hello world to the console, and I have a blank gulp file. Now first I need to install my dependencies. These are gulp and gulp cachebus, and I'll just save them to the package.json. Now that that's done, I'll head back over and start writing my gulp file. So first I'm pulling in the dependencies, gulp and cachebust. And cachebust actually exports a constructor function, so we'll need to do something with that soon. First I'll create a scripts task, and I'll be pulling in just the main.js file in the source folder. Then I'll be piping it to an instance of cachebuster, which I'll just call cachebust. And on the cachebus, I'm calling resources, which is the stream you'll be needing to pipe to when you're actually looking to change file names. Next, I'll just create an HTML task that copies the index.html file to the dist folder, and I'll be piping that through cachebust.references, which updates references to any cache-busted files. And then I'll just pipe it through to the dist directory. Okay, and now one important thing, you'll always need to make sure that scripts runs before HTML so that cachebus can first cachebust the JavaScript file so that it knows which references to update in the index.html. So we can use a module called runSequence to make sure that the tasks run in sequence. I'll just pull that in right here. And down below, I'm just going to say run sequence, first scripts, and then the HTML tag, HTML task, and then I'll call the callback to let gulp know we're done with our sequence. Now let's just check again. We're pulling in the main.js file, and the main.js file just spells out hello world. So when we run this, when we run the default task, it should copy both files to the dist directory, the JavaScript file should be renamed, and the reference in the index.html should be updated. Now let's make some changes to confirm if it works. I'm just going to erase the smiley right here, run the task again. And now if we head back, okay, we can see a new file has been generated. It's being pulled in correctly here without the smiley, but we have this old file still remaining because we didn't clean it up. So we're gonna make sure that we delete JavaScript files before generating new ones in the dist directory. And we can use a module called del, or delete I guess, for that. And it's not a gulp plugin, it's just a node module. But it's perfect because you can pass it a glob to delete any files that you would like. To delete the files, I'll just create a task called clean scripts. So we're going to just delete every JavaScript file in the dist directory. And make sure to notice that the last argument is a callback function so that we can let gulp know when the clean scripts task is completed. Okay, so we'll tell run sequence to run clean scripts before everything else. Then we'll go ahead and run gulp again. We can see we only have one JavaScript file now. And if we update the JavaScript file again, run gulp, we can see it's pretty much been updated. Reference is right. The file was cache busted. So let's open up index.html. And if we check out the console, we get hello world. So that's pretty much how it works. I hope that was helpful to you. If you have any more questions, feel free to email us. I'm not sure if you can reply on Amazon. If you can, feel free to ask there. Thanks again for your review. I hope this helped out a bit. Hope you have fun with gulp in the book and just a great time in general. Thanks.